Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Thursday night, and we're back for another cardboxing slash Finiwords Anagram Racing Tuesday stream, or Thursday stream, in fact, in this case. So yeah, running a little bit late today, but otherwise we're doing well. So yeah, had to start a little bit late today. But yes, I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, hope that you're all ready for some anagramming action. So let's go over to the main screen right now, and you can see the entire board. Thank you to Ancient Cosmograph for the shout out as well. I was slightly too late for the raid. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had a few parental duties to do tonight, so yeah. They overran a little bit, and mustering up a stream in very short time, very short notice, so to speak. But yeah, we're in the middle of a race now, so all good. So good evening to Ancient Cosmographer. I think hope your stream went well, and also to Itchite, who's already involved with the words. So a few things are slightly different today. I've reduced the number of questions for this stream, so not as many questions as there were on Tuesday. And the other thing also, well, there's actually three things. The other thing is that I've reduced my number of questions from 2,000 to 1,500. So it's a bit easier for me to get to before the time expires. And the third thing is that we're not going to be going... Oh, wait, my timer is not there. I've just realized my timer is not there. I need to put that on there somehow. I'm intending not to go to 11 PM US Central Time. I'm actually planning to go to 11:15 instead. So hopefully that gives you guys a bit extra time because I'm running a little bit late. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why my timer is not on the screen. It might not matter that much in the end of the day, but we'll get that fixed at some point. So yeah, hey, let me just try and change it and see what happens. So it's taking a few minutes out of my hardboxing time, but again, if we can get it to work, that would be great. Is it working? Oh, there it is. Is it working? There it is. I managed to get it to bring it back to life. Alright. Not sure what it was. I just had to change the time. I'm going to change it back to 11:15 US Central Time. So now it's 2 hours and... oh, is that right? 2 hours and 17 minutes. That looks right to me. Alright. So... Okay. The timer's up. So I think we're all set right now. And we can get racing. And as always, we'll be putting out a prediction later on when more people are here in terms of how you think the stream will end. My card box, as you can see, exactly at 5,000 questions left. Again, hopefully if I can get through at least 1,000, preferably 1,500 before the time expires, that would be ideal. But due to my card box still not in the best condition, I am planning to do another 2 more races next week, sorry. Tuesday and Thursday, hopefully starting at the proper time. I will continue with this, and hopefully this will be down to like a couple of thousand at most. And then, yeah, we can just go from there. And then we'll start a new series against the best bot. Again, in preparation for Causeway. That's happening in just over 2 months from now. So I do need to start playing some games. Again, if there's anyone else out there watching right now, please feel free to get involved with the Finiwords game. Giant's doing a job here. Doing your best, exactly. You're doing very well, to be fair. Doing very well. Well, at least you're doing better than anyone else right now. I'm sure more people will turn up eventually, but we'll give people a bit more time. People might have just finished watching Age of Cosmographer and maybe have there's nothing left to watch tonight because I wasn't here in time. And maybe it might take them a few minutes to realize I'm here, and hopefully they'll come back. But otherwise, yeah, we'll deal with it. We'll deal. There's also got a basketball marathon going on. Oh. Is this something I should be aware about? Can either give me some context on that one. Yeah, today's the first day of March Madness. Oh, okay. I see. Right. Yeah, admittedly I don't really follow basketball. Even less so like college or university things, or any sports involving them. I know that a lot of people do follow them. I guess maybe you might have an affinity to it, or just want to see, you know, next best talents that are coming through that might might come to the NBA. But yeah, it's definitely a very American thing to be following. I mean, nowhere else in the world has like college sports. So to me, it's still a slightly bizarre concept for me. Again, especially as a person that's not born in the US, and following another league, a separate league, just for younger people. I only follow basketball during the tournament. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just enter March Madness and just do their bracket with a group of friends or co-workers or whatever. Definitely aware of that. I literally have no idea about any of that, to be honest. In terms of basketball, anyway. British wasn't basically like 2-2 for the pros at this point. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're just the people that the people that might be good enough to enter the main leagues, which I understand. The only difference is that America has this infrastructure to be able to do that, and then you just get put into a draft, and then the professional teams just pick whoever they want. Whereas, I feel like pretty much anywhere else in the world, if you had any sport, that would pretty much never happen. It's basically a scout who would basically just find somebody just randomly, or they go to watch some kids play, and then they're like, "Oh, you're a 9-year-old. I want you to be part of our academy," and then they just get them there that way. So it really pays for these kind of scouts and on whatever not, just going to grassroots places, or big top leagues in certain areas of the country, and just watching those players play and seeing what the best teams have got, and then offer them a contract that way. Yeah, the draft system is not used pretty much anywhere apart from American sports. It's similar to like a salary cap. Like, that's pretty much not the norm. Especially if you follow soccer, there's no salary cap in soccer unless you're in the MLS, in order to keep things fair. But it's basically, in soccer, if you are one of the big teams, if you can spend all your money, whoever has the most money basically wins. which again kind of makes it unfair. But there are other financial fair play rules involved. So you can't just like spend half a trillion dollars on one player and just beat everyone out the water, you know, and buy somebody, which is actually you know, a standard thing. Not like in American sports where you acquire someone, where you like trade for somebody. It's like in soccer, you're like, I'm team A and I like a player that I want from team B to be on my team. I'll just offer that whole club like $100 million or something, and then they just hand me the player. And that's how it works. You just basically buy them. And then with like your financial fair play, you basically cannot afford to lose overall your whole club, like a certain amount of money every rolling 3 or 4 years or something. So that way you can't just like spend $100 million on player A, player B, player C, player D, make a whole team of like superstars, and then you can't balance the books. So it's not obviously not financially viable. That's generally how like soccer things like that work. And then all these top teams have academies, like an under 18s team, under 21s team, under 14s team, under 12, under 10, and so on, all the way down. And they just have them in their team, like in their academy, as they get older. They let a bunch of them go, of course, if they're not quite good enough over some amount of time. But these are the people that will turn up in your first team once they become old enough or good enough. So there's no ever need for any draft. Like, you've basically picked your players from that level from many years ago. You got the scouts to thank for that, maybe from 10 years ago. They're on your books. So it's kind of a very different approach to what American sports do. Not entirely sure which one I like most, but the rest of the world don't have an infrastructure where colleges can just play professional, almost semi-professional sport across the board almost. There's no things like that. Like, you can't just get a scholarship to play a sport in pretty much any university anywhere, really. So yeah, it's a completely different world in the US. Although it is great, I will say. It is great. Yeah, I don't know why exactly it's a college thing. Yeah, I guess it's just like people don't want to watch like 6-year-olds like play basketball or something. It's like, that's not particularly interesting. But you would watch like grown adults, young adults play it, because like they're actually like almost good enough to be, no, they're actually good enough to play at a decent level to make it entertaining. So I don't know, it's different. Good evening to my wife, also getting involved with the Finiwords game. Back from the store, I guess. So yeah. Anyone else out there watching, please get involved with the Finiwords game. We've got a bit more time today. Again, slightly late start to my stream. And we'll be going all the way to 11:15 today. Not just 11 o'clock. So that's what the timer is counting down to. So we'll be putting out a prediction later on. Once a few more people are turned up. We're still very early in the stream also, so no overall rush. But we'll be predicting how you think the stream will end tonight. And there'll be a way to get that prediction locked in good time. But yes, there's been a number of early stream endings. I think the last maybe 3 streams, or maybe 4 streams now. The stream has ended early, like somewhere between 20 and 50 minutes early, with the time left. And although I don't mind that, it is also giving me a lot less time to work on my cardbox. Because once the stream is done, I'm done. I'm gonna almost go straight to bed, or to the bedroom. So it's taken a bit of time out of that, and that's why my cardbox is still not in great shape. It's just I didn't realize it had been accomplished. I always get too sleepy before the stream ends. Yeah, but it's actually happened the last 4 times now. To the point yesterday, I actually put out is you can see there's 1700 answers. Yesterday I put 2,000 questions, so it was almost 3,000 answers, and everyone finished it with 25 minutes to spare. Admittedly, I didn't. Ancient Cosmographer wasn't streaming on Tuesday, so I got pretty much all the viewership. So everyone that was wanting to watch Scrabble pretty much all turned up and answered all the questions. And again, still maybe might happen today, and again, no big deal if not. It will give me more time to answer stuff, but I was kind of surprised that everyone got through it that fast. And again, yes, you might not necessarily catch the end of the stream, but the first stream, the first marathon, I managed to get through 2,000 questions. And the second stream, we actually timed out. None of us finished anything in time. And then marathons 3, 4, 5, and 6 all ended with the chat clearing the Finiwords board. So the chat is on a 4-game streak now. But yeah, we'll see. I've started my stream a bit late, so we'll see if who will turn up tonight. I guess we're probably due for a stream where it's a bit quieter, so to speak, from the chat side. Itch said I once played Chav in NWL, was shocked it wasn't good. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I guess I don't think I've ever heard any American use the word Chav. Definitely a very British word, or Australian word, I guess. Potentially, I don't know if Australians use it. Maybe they do. But yeah, I guess maybe you're a little bit more, potentially more worldly than other people, or you've got a set of slang that only you and your friends use that no one else does. I don't know, around these parts. But yeah, chav is definitely a British saying from maybe 10-15 years ago. Austin uses that word when I wear big hoop earrings. That is true. Oh yeah, I mean, I knew it was British, but I'm too worldly for the dinosaur lexicon. That's, you know, there are a lot of things not in the dinosaur lexicon that probably should be in there. But that's a discussion for another time. And not one that I can influence, so it is what it is at this stage. Although the lack of people, say, in the answering questions right now probably does give me a chance to get to 1,500 questions. I'm actually 10% of the way there already. So, I guess that's good. Aiming for 1,500 questions for the next 3 streams. That will get me pretty much close to... Hopefully will get me close to getting almost done with this. Itch asks, did you bring snacks? That is a very good question. I actually have not mentioned it yet. I do have snacks. I know that you're on your edge of your seats, waiting to see what snacks I have. Again, I was starting a little bit late. So my range of snacks in front of me are not as particularly as interesting. They probably were never that interesting to begin with, to be fair. But I have 3 different snacks here that are different to what I've actually eaten on the stream so far. Technically, actually, the fourth one, which is my fruit, I don't think I've actually eaten it on the stream yet. So technically, they're all 4 different things that I have here that you guys have not seen. Again, nothing particularly interesting. He mentioned he was going on a good pace, so I had to bring up the food. That is... Oh, man. Come on. That's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. You're just trying to slow me down now. I need to just not respond to Itchite from now on. But, yes, I do have 4 snacks in front of me. I will get through them all, eventually. Again, hoping that more people will turn up soon, but otherwise I will start opening them once I get through I will get through certain milestones in my card box. So again, I'm aiming for 1500 and I have 4 snacks, so I might do it every 300 questions on my part. Especially if the chat is running a little bit slower than normal. I.e. if I'm technically winning the race right now, but yeah, we'll see. We're under 2 hours now on the clock, and again, I say it's single-handedly. It's not single-handedly. It's now dual-handedly. Itchite and my wife are getting through a lot of these questions. A lot of long words left. Yeah, these are hard to get now. We're leaving all the more difficult ones on the board. We need to call the cavalry very soon, I think. But we'll see. But yes, my wife said I can get you more snacks if you need. I did have 6 snacks here on Tuesday. And I literally, well, because I was talking about the NASSC as well, and that the chat was answering questions at an incredible rate, I actually didn't have time to eat one of the snacks. And also, not just because of that, but partly because I was also just too full. So I've actually reduced it down to 4 snacks, and I think that should be fine. I don't need to overeat here. Let's take it easy tonight on the snacks. But we'll see. Ah. Yes, we do have a lot of eating to do. That's true. So from the time that my stream... Oh, actually my stream is going on tonight. I will actually have some family members turning up to the house this evening. I think my family will be going to get them from the airport. So we'll have a lot of family here this weekend. And a Irish-Italian parade to attend also. Oh, they went to the airport already? Oh, okay. That was early. Didn't realize they were turning up so quickly. So yeah, there's more parades, even though it's not Mardi Gras. So yeah, we'll do that with all our family. With Lindsay's sister and her family has already turned up here and visited us today. They'll be here for the weekend. But they'll all be gone by the time I start my next stream on Tuesday, though. So we'll be back on it. But hopefully I can get some time to get through some cardbox questions this weekend. Would be nice, but we'll see. There's a lot of family around. I have to, you know, just do the rounds. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, I've now reached 200 questions now. Gotta check on the banana bread. Yeah, that's one of the things that my wife Lindsay is making right now. Ancient cosmographer makes a mean banana bread. Yeah. I don't know if ancient cosmographer is actually here, but we'll have to ask him some other time. Banana bread sounds really good to me right now, yes. Pretty good. We'll definitely tell you how it stacks up on the next stream. Well, to be fair, when does banana bread sound bad? Exactly, that's true. Can't bring it to you for a snack today, though. No, it's okay. Gotta save it for the kids. Yeah, that is true. We should have made a side banana bread, like a small one. It's like a sample. But it's all good. Oh, you did? Oh. It's like the it's like being taxed, you know. So this is all the stuff that I've made, but I'm taking like 10% of this. And it's going put to the side somewhere. You guys are getting through some of the questions still pretty well. Again, we'll see if anyone turns up later on and gets involved. But yeah, there might be this might be a stream where I actually just knuckle down and actually answer some questions without talking too much. But yeah, we're approaching the 300 mark in terms of questions for me. Clutzy and Bordia. We have about an hour and 50 minutes left of the stream. For once, I'm actually making good progress with my cardbox on this stream, which is technically really the main point of this. and it's not been like this for the last 2 weeks, so I guess that's good. But yeah, we'll see who else turns up. That could change very quickly, depending on who turns up. Alright, we're getting very close now. Oh no. Okay, got it. Alright, so I'm past 300 now. So yeah, I'm actually going to start off with the first thing that's here in front of me, the first snack, which actually was the one that I had to put away on Tuesday. You hadn't seen this yet, actually, so I have a bowl of chips here. They look very much like Doritos, which they are, but they're not ordinary Doritos. They are nacho cheese flavored, but they're actually the naked version of the Doritos. Chips or crisps, depending on where I am in the world, then could be either. But yes, I will definitely say chips here, so that way you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, these are the naked Doritos. They're actually new, and again, Costco purchase, but they are the ones that actually have no coloring, I think. No coloring and no additives or whatever it is. So they're not like bright yellow or anything. I did, yes. I know, I should have to blur this out, right? Have to blur this out, like you can't see this. You can't see this. It's too racy for the stream, but there you go. You blink and you miss it. So yeah, that's what I have right now. And funny enough, they taste exactly the same. This is actually the first time I've actually had these, so I'm literally taste testing on the stream. Is it just less Dorito per Dorito? No, actually. I think they're actually very good. There's just less coloring. I don't know what other less things there are. I think there's a few other things that they kind of they've said that they don't have on these ones. What makes them naked? Yeah, just that's no colorings. I don't know if there's anything else. I can't remember. But they're good. They're good. Definitely would recommend. Probably actually cheaper to make as well if you have less coloring. This one fewer ingredient. But yeah, definitely enjoying these chips. They're good. Honestly, if I didn't look at them, I probably would not know the difference between them, so feel good. Yeah, these words on the board now are getting pretty difficult. But yes, again, if there's anyone out there watching right now and wants to get involved with the Finiwords game, please start typing stuff out. Hour and 42 minutes left to go. You can make the difference here. Any question, any answer you can put in the chat, and you'll start being listed on the leaderboard. But again, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you cannot necessarily get involved there. You're going to have to get yourself over to twitch.tv/Justinio9 and log in, watch from there, and then you can start typing stuff out into the chat on Twitch, and words will start disappearing. If you're interested in playing, that is. That's how you do it. Right, that might have been too fast, but I finished all the food there. Oh, good. Thank you. Sorry we were late today due to parental responsibilities. That was just one of the things. So yes, thank you for fixing that. So that means that they can attend, right? And go to the practice later? Is that right? Or are they going to be out during during lunchtime or something? What's going to happen? Is that what we're doing? Oh, okay, that's what I... Okay. There you go, see? Nothing was wrong. You knew what you're doing. Easy, no problem. No problem. Never in doubt. All under control, exactly. Crisis averted. Oh, you guys are doing a solid job so far. Almost 10% of all the answers. Just by you two getting through it. It's great. Again, anyone out there watching can get involved. Feel free. I can smell the banana bread from here. From my office, I can smell it. Smells good. Tell you that. I don't remember. Oh, carried. I remember that one. Yes, I heard the garage door opening, so I did hear that our guests who are staying in our house might actually have arrived. And that's okay. You're gonna have to entertain and chat with them whilst they're here. I don't know how long they plan on being around to talk to. They might not be around whilst I'm still streaming, but we'll figure it out. Again, anyone else out there watching right now, feel free to get involved. I'm now up to 500 questions. It is a third of the way to the total that I've been looking to get to. And it's actually exactly 10% of what's left in my card box. So this is a good number to get to. Actually, what we could probably do is actually start a prediction. We can make it run for a while. But actually what I might do is actually not include the option for the chat clearing the Finiwords board. I think it's unlikely that you probably will at this stage. So I'm just going to make it a two-way prediction now. So I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I guess I could still do it, but the chances are that you probably might lose your coins. But yeah, I guess I could do it and just set the timer to something quite long. No, I'll just include it anyway, just in case anyone decides to answer that one. So okay, so I put the prediction now. It is live. You can now predict how you think the stream will end tonight. It's the same options as usual, just that the only difference is that it's... Wait a minute, let me actually... Wait, actually, let me delete this real quick. Actually, no, no, actually, I'll leave it. It doesn't matter. I was going to say that the timeout is not 11 PM, it's actually 11:15, but it doesn't really matter that much. I think it's worth restarting this. Who knows, maybe I could download the dictionary to my brain before the stream is done. Anything's possible. Maybe one day on this planet that will be a very realistic thing that you could do. But maybe not today. But yes, 3 different ways that the stream can end. Timeout at 11:15 PM. That's an hour, exactly an hour and 30 minutes left as I say this. And that's the latest it could happen. Otherwise, it would either be me getting through 1,500 questions in my card box. I'm at 521 right now. Or the chat getting through all of the questions, all the answers on the board before the time expires. So use your ending quiz wisely, get predicting on what you think the result will be. Chat definitely making a valiant effort here. But yes, we'll see if anyone else comes along. Still plenty of time on the stream, so I'm confident that at least somebody will be here to help you out. Again, whether or not that will be enough to help the chat clear the board before the time expires, there's still plenty of time, so we'll see. But it is giving me fewer distractions to actually get more questions answered, which may not necessarily be the most entertaining thing in the world, but it's at least the most functional thing I could be doing right now. One of your words was on the board. Oh, which one was that? Oh, acceded. Oh yeah, I think I just answered that one. Nice. I mean, sometimes there's going to be an overlap, right? Between the ones that you've got and the one that I'm answering. What we're answering is quite a large percentage of dictionary. CD was the one I stole. Oh, okay. Nice. So, I'm now very close to 600 questions, which may mean another snack. I'm making myself work for this. But yes, we're very close to 600 now. Alright, 600 questions. A snack maybe with some clothes? Yes. None of these are naked now, I'm afraid. Although you will get to see these foods in all their glory. So yeah, let's start opening another one. So yeah, I have another snack here. What should I eat? Okay, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat the chocolate first. So this is, I have a dark chocolate truffle. These seem to be relatively seasonal in Costco, but it's right here, dark chocolate truffle. And yeah, so you can see how big it is. It's about the size of my palm. Well, slightly smaller, I guess, but these are always so good. Oh, fancy, yeah, they are. Again, another Costco purchase. But yeah, always very good. Mmm. Mmm. Always so good. And that was it. That was my that was my snack. It's gone. Alright, I think we're back from the ad break now. So thank you for sticking around. That's the ads. Again, if you're watching the stream and don't already follow this channel, please hit that follow button right now. It'd be greatly appreciated. You can always support the channel by becoming a subscriber. And especially if you have an Amazon Prime account and is linked to your Twitch account, then you get a free Twitch sub for free every month. So if you haven't already used it, then please consider subscribing to this channel. It's literally free money that goes kind of down the drain if you don't use it. So definitely would encourage you to do that if you haven't already, or have the capacity to do. The left one in the middle with XYY is insane. Yeah, it's got a very common ending, and I guess you could probably work it out. Are we sure it isn't a keyboard smash? Yeah, lots of duplicate tiles there. Very low probability, but I think it's workable. You can work it out. Very common ending. Like 5-letter common ending, and then I think you can work the rest of it out. Philology, there you go. There you go, you got it. Cons only, low probable bingo. Sometimes it is just literally just finding common endings or whatever. I don't know what the study of though. Structure of wood. There you go. Who'd have thunk it? Quick reminder also that there is a prediction that is still ongoing on Twitch. So if you haven't got involved with it yet, then please feel free to get involved. Use your aiding quiz wisely. Get predicting and what you think the result will be in terms of how the stream will end tonight. We've got at most about an hour and 16 minutes left of the stream. And the stream can only end earlier than that if I get through 1,500 cardbox questions, by which right now I'm about halfway through that. Or if the chat can get through all 1,700 answers before the stream ends. Admittedly, it's been a bit of a quiet one for the stream stream chat tonight, which definitely has not been the case the last 4 streams. So, as much as I'm I would obviously like more people to be here, it's also giving me more time to actually answer questions, which is really, again, the whole point of me doing this as well. So, oh, here we go, Blue Felly, hello. Please free me from the Shin basement. Ah, Blue Felly, good to see you. There we go. Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow stream for stream chat so far tonight, but I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully you can help Itchite out and unlock some more, some easier questions for Itchite to get through. Ended up being a short night at club tonight, so I'm already back. Wow. Wow. I'm happy, maybe, I guess, that your club ended quickly, but you have time to get involved with this. You want both your games. There you go. Perfect. Scores of like 5, 10, and 4, 7. That's a lot. That's solid. Very good. I won all 3 of mine at the local club earlier this week for the first time. Nice job. That's all it is, you know. It's just every week, every day, we just try and get better. That's all it is. Make steps to improve on yourself. And over the course of a longer period of time, people will notice, you will notice, your rating will notice, and the numbers will improve. So that's what it is. Little steps every day. But again, it's just more like, again, if depending on how hardcore you are in terms of getting better. I always compare this to like going to the gym, right? It's like, it's easy when things are going well and you're in the rhythm and you're doing it, but it's those days when you really don't feel like doing anything. You don't want to attend, you don't feel like doing it, you're not feeling like I want to go. But those are the days where that will make a difference. Because on those days, you either nothing will happen, or you will make even just a tiny bit, a little bit of progress. All those days, all those little bit of progress days add up over time, and it makes a big difference. And it keeps the momentum going. That's all it takes. It's just, oh yeah, weekly club meetings and spamming Wiggles games has done wonders. Yep, that's it. Okay, I have headphones now, so now I can actually hear over the fans I've got going. Good. Oh, that was a tough one to get to. Get right. I think it's a Collins only word. I think so. I think I've actually got it wrong recently in my card box too, so it's actually kind of more in my front of my mind right now. But I think it does begin with a B, if I remember right. It's a really weird, it's an odd word. Which I guess you kind of realize now by the number of incorrect answers, incorrect guesses already. It's kind of weird. But the two CHs are together. The CHs, I think the CHs are literally together, if I remember right. Like back to back. I wouldn't want you guys to struggle too long on this one. There you go. Back chars. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I definitely got that one wrong in my cardbox read not that long ago. So it's the same as Batcha. Interesting. But now that Flufelli is here, it's kind of opened up the board a little bit for easier questions to turn up now. And for progress to continue. Again, don't expect you guys to, at this rate, to get to the end of the quiz, but every bit you can do helps. Again, the more that you do now, someone else might turn up and start taking over and getting through all these questions. You never know. Still an hour and 10 minutes, so still plenty of time to make some good progress. I'm now at 769 questions. which now means I'm more than halfway through to 1,500 questions that I had suggested I was going to get to, which is going to be close for the prediction because we are now an hour and 16 minutes into the stream, and we have an hour and 9 minutes left of the stream to go, and I've just reached around halfway. So, yeah, it's at this rate going to be very close to 1,500 questions for me. Again, that could also change if you guys get through all your questions, but we'll see. Yeah, Blue Felly. I think that one begins with an N. Took me a little while to learn that word too. No, it's actually yeah, there you go. Just gonna say you needed to just switch 2 letters around. Nice. There you go. Just need to prod in the right direction. There we go. That's good. Oh, Buras. There's one of the other. That's actually that just came over my card box just now today actually on the stream. The chat was saying that a seeded turned up on my card box and it was on the stream, and one of the questions that you guys answered also. So a number of questions have turned up now on both of our list of questions. Which again, we shouldn't be overly surprised because we are covering a large number of questions between us, so it will eventually happen at some point. So yeah, we have well, I'm almost at 800 questions now, and when I get to 900, I'm going to open the next snack. So for those that missed it, I've already opened 2 snacks already. One of them was some Doritos, nacho cheese Doritos, which were actually naked flavored, naked version of it now, which is new. Basically, there's no extra like coloring to it, extra colors to it. So they're trying to make it a bit healthier, I guess, to a certain degree. So there's that. And I just ate a dark chocolate truffle at the 600 mark. I'm getting close to 800 now. So when we get to 900, I will open something else. Again, all of these things that I'm eating now, there's 4 different snacks, all have not been eaten on the stream yet at any point on these marathons. So something new. Not in life, but, you know, just new that you haven't seen before, haven't been streamed on. But, again, that's to come. Wait, what? What's happening? Oh, there's another D. Oh. Oh, there we go. Glad you got it. Onwards and upwards. I don't know which I. Sorry. Not sure. That's one thing I don't know. Alizara, yeah, that's right. In Collins, it's good. Takes the N hook. Not so funny now, is it, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of things in Collins become available. But yeah, it's good guess. Right, I'm starting to close in on 900 questions, which will put me about 60% of the way there now to the end of the race, with about an hour to go. So yeah, I think I'm in good shape, potentially, to get this done in time. I say in good shape, but I think I'm on schedule at the very least. Again, doesn't necessarily mean I'm the favorite to make it yet at this stage, but definitely got a good shot at this speed. Yeah, Bluefelly getting through a lot of these words real nicely and real quickly too. Nice. Nice job. But yes, I'm about to get to 900 now. I'm at 899. And there we go. I'm past 900 questions now with just over an hour left. So yeah, still got some work to do here. So yeah, I'm gonna open my next snack in a moment. But yes, again, if you're watching right now, you're not getting involved with the Finiwords game and you want to, please feel free. There are still some people watching on YouTube right now, so good evening to you if you're watching on YouTube and not on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube and you want to get involved with the Finiwords game, we can see all of these words kind of appearing and disappearing because the viewership on Twitch are actually answering them. You're going to have to get yourself over to twitch.tv/Justino9 and get yourself logged in there and watch from there, and then once you are there, then start typing out anagrams that you're seeing on the screen, and things are disappearing in real time. So that's what you'd have to do if you want to get involved. But yes, as I said, I have got past 900 now. So it is time to open a new snack. Alright, so again, similarly to the chocolate chocolate truffle that I had already, this is also a relatively small snack as well. I have this. I'm gonna show it to you on the camera here. It's a Montemore cheddar cheese, so a small wheel of cheese. So that's what I have. Again, another Costco purchase, and yeah, I guess I get to eat it now. So I've earned it. It's cheese, yeah, exactly. Man. So yeah, it's just a round piece of cheese, and it's like this basically. I'm just gonna eat it out of here. Good. Oh, with the cheese, yeah. Yeah, it's only this big, but I've chewed into it already. It's a whole big wheel of cheese. It's really good too. This cheese is really good. So on a previous stream, I actually had a different kind of cheese. I had a cheese stick. Kerrygold cheese stick. So I actually have all of these too. Again, have a lot of people in my house, so different cheeses are in my fridge. It's definitely not an uncommon thing for us. Oh, I have this word too on my cardbox. I think you guys answered this with the S on the end. I don't know if it's still there. I guess you must have answered it by now. Lavrock. Oh, okay. It's still there. Okay, well, this is the answer. Hope anyone's paying attention. Oh. Man, there's 3 words at least that we know. Or paid attention to. That have been on both of our lists today. Ah. That's true. That's a rare Scottish word in NWL. Can't be many of those in NWL, surely. Okay. Cheese is all empty now. Cheese was good while it lasted. I'm down to RB to the cheese, exactly. It's unfortunate. Oh well. It's good while it lasted. And the final snack will be unlocked at 1200 questions. It's about 200 away from me, where I am right now. And I have 53 minutes to do it. I do think it's possible to do it, though, to get it done. Wow, what is that? Oh, I see. Begins with an R. Blue Fairly. So it's actually the singular version of a word that ends with two I's. That's why it's kind of notable, this word. Hopefully that makes gives you a slight clue as to what the word ends in. There we go. Risorius and Risori. Also good. In Collins, at least. You're taking the carrot and stick metaphor pretty literally. Oh, man. Yeah, we're never getting there. Yeah, I know. This is a difficult one. Sashes was hard, yeah. Alright, you can see now I'm at exactly 1,000 questions now. I've got through a fifth of all what's left in my card box. And I'm now 2/3 of the way through the race for myself right now to complete it and end the stream. With 51 minutes to go, I feel like it's definitely doable. It's taken me 1 hour and 34 minutes so far to get to this point, so it is still going to be pretty close. Like, it's going to be within like maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the end of the stream, but I think I can probably get it done by. Definitely got a very good chance, but we'll still need to keep this kind of pace going. Can Team Chat getting through to almost 300 answers now. These are very difficult words as well, and I know that the chat hasn't necessarily been out in force today, unlike the last 4 streams, so this was bound to happen at some point. But again, still very good job from everyone that's getting involved right now. So in my spare time, I've been trying to answer like the more difficult questions in my card box, which is again partly why my card box number of questions left doesn't really go down that much after every stream or in between streams. And then I leave the more easier ones to do on stream because that way I can get through more questions. And if you missed it earlier, I do plan on streaming another 2 more marathons next week. So on Tuesday will be marathon number 8, and marathon number 9 will be on Thursday. At the very least. Again, hoping that I've got through a lot today already, and hoping I can get through a lot in those 2 streams. And hopefully, again, fingers crossed, that might be it. Or we could just go to a 10th marathon and hopefully just clear everything that's left, and then I will just keep it clear hopefully every day from now until Causeway, which is in the end of May, and then we'll start playing against the best bot. I mean, I know I've been doing this for a little while now. These marathon races now, Anagram racing. So yeah. So you're cheating with your cardbox. I'm learning all the good words ahead of time. I'm trying. I'm also needing to get through everything so that way I don't feel bad about moving on to or neglecting this card box by playing the bot. Again, even if I do have 2 more races next week, I should still have a good solid 2 months to play against the bot on here. And the difference, so normally when I play against the best bot, I normally play like to a 15-minute timer. And I think I'm going to change that for the next series because playing at Causeway, again, if I don't know if you know, but this is going to be one of the biggest tournaments ever. There's going to be 500 players playing, but they have already signed up for this tournament in May. 500, and there's already a wait list. So 500 players have signed up. Many of the top world's 100 players will be in attendance. There's 5 divisions of 100 players each. So the standard of the play there will be incredible. 500 people playing, yes, you did not hear that wrong. It is 500, 500. They have all signed up already. And there is a wait list. It is capped at 500 because Michael Tang, the organizer, wanted 5 divisions, 100 people each. And the divisions, in terms of Wesper rating, there's about 150 point difference from the top to the bottom of each division almost, apart from Division 1, because Nigel's so high. It's probably like 300 points or so. It goes from like 2170 from where he is to like 1850 or something. Then every other division below that is like 150 point difference. So it's incredibly close, incredibly competitive, and it may just come down to whoever's luckiest at that time, because anyone can win. 100 people in division is insanity. That's exactly right. Exactly. And this is why I would need to be fully prepared for this. Many of the top players in the world are going. Not only that, Michael Tang for Division 1, the Premier Division, there's going to be 3 live streams. There will be 3 live streams for all of you guys to watch. I don't know how they're going to choose which 3 games will be online at any time. But if you have multiple devices to stream onto, then you can stream on all of the devices and watch them all at the same time. All 3 streams will also have commentators, a commentator team for each one as well. So you hear commentary from all of them. Okay, but how many of them are grandmasters like yourself? I think pretty much almost all of them will be grandmasters. I mean, all the grandmasters probably I would be fairly certain to say that more than half of the grandmasters in the world currently will probably be there. So I think there's like 25 or 26 grandmasters right now. I'm more than certain that there's more than 13 of them will be playing. I'm almost certain there's actually more than that. It's probably like closer to 15 to 18 or something. I don't know. I haven't counted them, but there's gonna be a lot of really good players there. And yeah, not only that, well, my original point was that I'm gonna change my best bot series from 50 minutes probably to like 10 or 12 minutes per game, playing a shorter time. Because the Causeway tournament is a 36-game tournament over 4 days. So the first 3 days, you'll be playing 10 games each day for the first 3 days, and then the final day will be 6 games. So I feel like I need to play a little bit faster to conserve energy, and to prepare for that, I'm going to have to play against the best bot in a faster time limit. So that's what I'm thinking of trying to do to prepare for this. And also I can, in a shorter time, a short number of weeks or streams that I have, I can actually get through more games against the best bot as well. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do. At least on stream anyway, so we won't be doing any more of these races until after that. And we will be playing faster games against the best bot, which should be more difficult for me to do. Because I'm gonna have to, I will naturally, if you have less time, then you won't be as accurate. You'll make fewer, arguably you might make fewer accurate, less accurate decisions, so, or you might just not see things in time. So it's going to be a bit of a test for me to do that. But yeah, I think it's very important to kind of conserve energy throughout the tournament and not be spinning wheels the whole time. And yeah, making sure that I'm literally on top form by the time I'm hitting the ground running as soon as the tournament comes around. Which actually is going to be my next tournament that I'll be playing in as well, so very important to be well prepared for this. Michael Tang also, I think he secured some kind of deal as well. I don't know if this is actually made public yet. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. But he told me that he secured a TV deal that all 3 live streams are going to be put on TV live throughout the entire tournament in somewhere in Singapore. So people in Singapore can actually just turn the TV on and then watch the streams. And I think there might be something similar in Africa as well. So it's really pushing the boat out in terms of like the reach of where Causeway is really going. And this is the first year that it's come back. So this tournament has been around for a little while, and it's just come back now since COVID. The first time it's been since COVID. I think it stopped probably like maybe 2016 or something. In the early 2010s and late 2000s, it was around. Again, some of the best players in the world only came out for this tournament. So yeah, it's been around for a little while, but it's now been kind of rebooted. And yeah, there's a lot of really good things happening. And I know that Michael Tang has plans, even bigger plans for future years. Again, if this is already blowing your mind in terms of what he is able to achieve in just for this tournament, the comeback tournament, so to speak, you're going to have to wait and see what he's going to come up with next. He's told me a lot of stuff that he wants to do. Again, things that I was like, yeah, sure, okay. I think you're just joking, but he's not joking. He is someone who will get things done. And he will not stop until he gets it done. So, Scrabble, in terms of like organizational wise, need people like him in the community to help elevate Scrabble to a new level. And he's going to do that with this tournament. And I know that with the Causeway events, there are 500 people already in this tournament coming up. And I know that he has plans to scale this up even more. So, hopefully there'll be even more people in future years, potentially. But we'll have to see what his real plans are. But he's setting his sights very high. And normally he gets them, I'll be honest with you. Normally he will reach those targets. So when he told me he was going to do a 500 person tournament with 100 people per division, I was kind of mentally laughing it off and like, what tournament has 500 people in it? And then he was like, well, make a bet in terms of when you think I'm going to actually fill up all 500 places. What date? And I think he filled it up before the date that I even said, like in January or something. towards the end of January. You'd already filled up all 500 places. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. And also, I know that I said about the top 3 tables having a live stream on them for the Premier Division, Division 1. Another thing that I didn't also say was that for the other 47 games going on in the division, there's going to be somebody at each table putting in every single rack and every single move live on Woogles. They're going to be trained to be putting it all on Woogles and live streamed. Done in real time. So if you guys wanted to watch any of the other 47 games, then you can go onto Woogles and you can watch it unfold in real time for any of the 47 games and any of the 36 rounds. So all of those games will be put online somewhere. There's just going to be a huge bank of games that everyone has played once the tournament is done. Which, again, mind-blowing that this could even happen. But that is going to be a reality at this tournament. So, again, pushing the boundaries of what can be done. And it will happen. Yeah, that's what I can say. Very exciting times. And definitely glad to be part of it very soon, hopefully. It's all good. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be more information about all those things as time goes on, or as we get closer to the tournament, or just before the tournament. That's an insane amount of work it is, yes. So I think he's actually going to... I won't necessarily want to say this as like child labor, but I think he's actually going to be employing some Bangkok children who play in a local Scrabble club to be doing this as well. So I think that's what he's actually going to be doing. As far as I'm aware, that's what his plans are. So these are kids that are going to be kind of well versed at doing these things, or interested in Scrabble, and they can watch many of the 100 of the best Scrabble players in the world playing like right in front of them, and they're going to be tasked to make note of what tiles are on each person's rack and what moves are being played. It's child volunteerism. Although they will be paid, so not necessarily volunteerism, but they will be paid. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, interesting times to come soon. I'm now 50 questions away from unlocking my final snack of the evening. And I'm about 350 questions away from finishing the quiz to get into 1500. So I'm not a million miles away now from the end of the race as we move into the final, slowly moving into the final 35 minutes of the stream. Again, I think I can probably make it with about 5 or 10 minutes to spare, but I have been talking for a little bit now, so I might have slowed down a little bit. But it's definitely taken my mind away from how many you have actually answered already. I'm getting close to 1200 now. Alright, I'm past 1200 now. So I will start my final snack. I think we do have one more ad break coming up relatively soon as well. So we'll watch out for that real soon. But the last snack that I have is generally, and I say traditionally, it's always been fruit. So again, not as interesting, but I haven't eaten this in the stream yet. Got some really nice strawberries here too. So that's what I have. I've cut the tops off them, so it's right here. Snack time, yes, thank you, Itchite. And hello to Q42 in the chat, getting involved with the Finiwords game. Good to see you here. Looks like you just answered a... Oh, yes, hello. Looks like you just answered a question, given an answer that someone has already answered, but there's other ones there, so there it is. Alright, good job. Off the mark you are. Yes, a strawberry, exactly. So I will be chowing these down as I enter the last 300 questions in this race for myself. So I do love some strawberries. So unfortunately, the main time when I actually have to eat strawberries is when they're kind of slightly going off. And like no one else wants to eat them. Or they're just kind of left behind in the fridge. But these are actually definitely not going off. These are very fresh. So I'm getting to them before they even reach that stage. So yeah, I'm glad that I have some very nice strawberries to eat now. Alright, so we're into the final half hour of the stream now. So for those that have just turned up, I did start my stream a little bit late today. I'm giving reasons down to parental reasons. Just doing parent stuff, which made my start time a little bit late, and I did miss the Ancient Cosmographer raid as well because of it. And because of that also, I'm making the stream end timeout time at 11:15, not 11 o'clock, so that's why it's lasting a little bit longer. But even then, hopefully I should be done a little bit before the time expires. I've got about 250 questions left, so might end up finishing it quite close to 11 o'clock anyway. but it's definitely looking pretty good at this moment in time. Because we're getting it done on before the time expires. And again, if you missed it as well, I do plan on streaming more marathons next week. Marathons 8 and 9 next week on Tuesday and Thursday, and then hopefully by that point my cardbox will be in very good shape, where I can basically do this without having to force myself to do it on stream anymore. So it might be Marathon 8 and 9, and then if I do need a Marathon 10, that probably will be the last one. And then we'll start moving on to playing against the best bot for the series. On Woogles, that is. I'm actually wearing the Woogles t-shirt right now, you can see. So, there it is. Yeah, there's 2 anagrams of Westgate. We have 25 minutes left of the stream. Getting close to 1300 now, which is 200 away from the end. Oggy. Nice. We're moving into the final 180 questions now. The one thing I was also going to say is that every Thursday, we actually teach kids at a local school here, at a magnet school, which is actually the school that Oliver goes to, and where our kids used to go to school before they got too old and moved up to the next school. Scrabble, an after-school Scrabble club, where we have 19 kids right now. And we've been doing this for a number of years now. Well, I guess I'll talk about it when the break ends. So I think that the ad break has just ended, so we're back now. We'll definitely be going straight to the end of the stream now, for sure. So thanks for sticking around. But yeah, I was starting to tell a story just before the ads happened. But basically, we teach a Scrabble club at a local school, which Oliver goes to, a kid, and where our girls used to go to before they got too old. Teach an after-school Scrabble club. We've been doing this for a number of years now, and this is where we find our more serious or more talented kids to hopefully bring to playing into the North American School Scrabble Championships. And one of the things that we do is like a 2-letter word quiz. We quiz them on all the 2-letter words, all 107 2-letter words that are in technically in NWL or the School Scrabble Dictionary, and we see who has the highest score. Effectively, how I designed it was that we give them a sheet of paper that has the first letter of every 2-letter word, and then there's just a line after each one. So they have to fill out the second letter of each one, of each 2-letter word, And there's 107 answers, of course. But the thing is, the caveat is that you get 1 point for getting it right. You get no points if you don't want to put anything, but you also lose a point if you put down an incorrect answer. So this is also there to design to make sure that they're not just guessing everything, and that we can really see what they actually know or what they're sure of knowing. So it's very easy to get potentially a negative score if you get more wrong than right. But we have 19 kids who all did very well. And one of the kids that we had, who actually scored really well, actually got almost all of them right. Only got one wrong, actually. Who was part of our more serious group and then had to pull out for a little while and might come back in the summer. So I got 106 questions of the 2s right and got one wrong. But the thing that we also have is that we have a 2nd grader. Don't forget these 2nd graders are either 7 or 8. Got a score of 90. And he is very interested in playing Scrabble. He actually told us that he learned a bunch of the Q words like qua and cat because he was playing Scrabble online. He just randomly found it. He found it himself and decided to want to play it by himself and learn to play it more at home and wanted to play it more. So we're actually going to try and invite him to our more serious club. Bearing in mind that we have currently 8th graders and 6th, 7th, 8th graders right now, and we're bringing a 2nd grader into the group, which will basically be the next kind of wave of players that we're going to have in our squad. Big promise for the kid, yes, exactly. Gee, I didn't find word games online until about 12. I know, it's a different landscape nowadays. Literally just go onto your browser or onto your tablet, just type out Scrabble, play Scrabble, how to play Scrabble online, and then there's different links that you can go to. And we actually had no idea that he was playing Scrabble online until he just randomly came up with some words in the club, and then he was like, wow, I know this because I played this before online. And we're like, wait, what? So we're like, yeah, start him young, exactly. And yeah, we were like, okay, well, we wanted to bring him into our club, more serious club, which we would try and do. I think he wants to do it. He was actually even asking his dad to ask us, are there any tournaments that he can play in? And we're like, whoa, slow down, slow down. He was like, he's very competitive, wants to play. And we're like, oh, okay, he's serious about this. So yeah, during this semester, we were like, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was like, we'll give him the 2-letter word quiz and the 2-letter word list and be like, okay, if you can do this, show me how well you can do, because I think he scored like a 50 or something, or 60 or something like that in the first semester this year, which actually, bearing in mind 60 is probably like in the top maybe top 5 or 6 people in the group. Again, a lot of the kids are obviously very young. A lot of them don't even look at the list. Some of them do make an effort. You're cultivating a native Scrabble speaker, exactly. So yeah, it's very encouraging that potentially this person will want to continue and start playing more seriously. And maybe we might bring him, if he's going to make good progress for the year, and he is able to stick to the study regime that we might have, that we have in mind, in store for him anyway, then we'll definitely look to bring him to Washington DC for next year as a 3rd grader, because the earliest you can possibly bring them. And we just have to see how well they, these people kind of grow, right? So that's what we're really going to try and do. And these kids are really, really bright kids as well. These are the smartest kids in the city, really. Because this is a magnet school, you have to test to get in. If you don't reach a certain number, then you're not even going to be considered to be joining the school. They only want the smartest ones. A lot of them like remembered like a whole bunch of numbers for Pi Day last week. So like they obviously know how to study, know how to remember things. Like they remembered a lot of digits. Actually, one of the people that have taken only a break from this semester in our group, who is a 7th grader, won Pi Day at our girls' school by remembering something like 600 digits of pi. 600. Was it 600 or 400 or something like that? Something ridiculous. We're like, what? I mean, we know that this is a girl, and she's very, very talented at pretty much everything she does. And she has never got our 2-letter word quiz wrong, ever. She just remembers everything. So anytime that we test her, like, it could just be a random test. We'd just be like, we're just going to test her this random time. We're not even planning on it. And she's, like, ready to go. She remembers them all. No problem. So it's, you know, we've got a lot of very talented people in, around, or amongst our group that we're looking to bring to DC next time. But it's a matter of getting them up to speed, because they're still very young, nurturing the talent, and knowing what they want to do, how far they want to go. But again, the sky's the limit. I always say to them, you know, I feel like I can take them as far as they want to go. It really depends on how much they want to do it. So it's just down to them. But again, they're all very young, so don't want to push it too hard. So yeah, there's a lot of people that we have in our kids in amongst our group now that are looking very promising, and we're looking to bring in very soon. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I know it's very easy to get somewhat disillusioned with maybe just seeing the same faces at Scrabble tournaments. Again, the general demographic is obviously much older than the average person, I guess. And yeah, we're definitely looking to well, you know, my idea is to try and repopulate the Scrabble players, but also replace them with much younger players, and who are all very talented, all very able, and all willing to learn. So that's the plan, and we're still working on it day by day, trying to find the people that, you know, would be really good for Tournament Scrabble. And yeah, that's what we did today. And what we have to do really also with that quiz is that we give them all like a number, right? They got a score, and then we put them all in order. So the next, because we have like 19 or 20 kids, we get them to pair up and then play a tournament. Play each team like once. Maybe we'll give them a time limit of like 20-25 minutes per game, so that however many points they get at that point, finish with the same number of turns, keep it fair. And then basically that however we pick the teams is basically by the score that they got on the 2-letter word quiz. That is basically a draft. So whoever got the highest score gets to choose their partner for the 5-week tournament, where they can win trophies and medals and things we have got. So it's just an incentive for them to do well and be able to pick whoever they want. So that's kind of what we try and do at our local club. Keep things competitive, keep things, you know, kind of ticking along nicely, and something that they can always we can play with. They can play with a friend for 5 weeks and win something in the end. So that's the kind of thing that we're doing. And whilst I've been talking, I'm now down to around 30 questions to go. And we're down to the last for 9 minutes of the stream, so we're not far off the end. But again, if you guys have watched the stream now and are enjoying it and don't already follow this channel, please hit that follow button. We're trying to grow Scrabble streaming on all the different platforms. And with your follow, it could definitely go a long way. Definitely helps us out in more ways than I can even talk about. And if you want to support this stream or this channel even more, you can become a subscriber on Twitch. Again, if you have an Amazon Prime account, then you can subscribe to any channel for free for 1 month. So if you're not already doing that, then please consider subscribing to this channel. It's literally, I wish it is the literal meaning of literal. It is literally free money that doesn't get used if you don't use it. So if you don't do that, like, Amazon will just keep it for themselves if you don't use it. So please subscribe if you, or subscribe to another channel, in fact, if you don't, or if you're not really using it right now. But as I say all this, I'm basically saying almost my goodbyes at this stage, because I'm now 12 questions away from the end, and the stream is going to end very soon. We've got 6 minutes to go. I did predict I would finish with about 5 to 10 minutes to spare if I was continuing at the current rate, and it looks like I'm going to be about right, because this is about to end in a moment. So I do have to thank you all for watching, and thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction today and the Finiwords game on the board. I will also say a big thank you to Itchite as well, because you were here from the beginning, and it was relatively quiet to start with today. So again, I do thank you for being here this entire time. And obviously everyone else that got here as well. Slightly later on, but this is... yeah, your presence has not gone unnoticed, I'll tell you that for now. Thank you all for watching. You know, I said this was a better than basketball. Thank you. I know lots of other people will agree, maybe. Thank you, Q42. Thank you to Blue Felly. Oh wait, I'm not actually finished yet. I just need a few more questions here. But yeah, I'll be back again on Tuesday for marathon number 8. So we're doing another race like this. Again, hope you guys can join in with that as well. Hopefully I will start my stream on time. And there it is. I have now gone past 1500. So that is the end of the race. I will now pay out the prediction. So if you voted for option 1, A9, 1500 cardbox questions, that is the result of the stream tonight. So well done if you voted for that. But yeah, I've already said all my goodbyes already. I don't want to waste your time by saying it all now. So again, thank you all for watching. Again, and again, I know that it was not quite as many people here today as normal, but as we missed Ancient Cosmographer's stream by a couple of minutes. But again, I hope you all can join me for on Tuesday. We'll be doing more races on Tuesday and Thursday next week. Hopefully this card box will be in much better shape by the end of next week, and then we'll start playing more against the bot. So again, thanks again. I will go raid somebody. Let's go see what we have here. Let's see what do we have. All right, so I think what we'll be doing is, let's see, I'm gonna go raid Studycade again. If you want to do more of this, you can just stay on and answer more questions. There's more 5s on the bottom of the board in Studycade, and lots of relatively high prob bingos at the top as well. So yeah, that's about it. We've finished with well, ending the stream with 3 minutes to spare. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good weekend. Catch me again Tuesday, and stay out of trouble. Alright everyone, have a good one. Good night everyone.